Chance for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeper. And he shoots! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go. Tele! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
That's a lovely, neat pass. But they've got it again. Has a look and plays it forward. Nedved. And he's had it nicked away. Cruyff. And it's Messi. Nedved. Now it's Pelé. And he's being shifted off it. Pelé. Now it's Shevchenko. Stood up well to him there. Nicely weighted ball. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Nesta. Cruyff. This is a promising build-up. Vieira. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that's well spotted. First quarter of an hour gone. Distributed tidily. He's picked his way through. And he welcomes... Takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Arsenal currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. And it's Messi. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Spread out to the left. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to play it through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Bayer Leverkusen really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options. Pelé clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And here's Cruyff, looking for the run, crosses it in. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Makalele. And that has put paid to that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Shevchenko. Now it's Pelé. He shifted it to the flank. In towards the back stick. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And this is Bale. shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And here's the chance to counter. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. He's dealt with that really well. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's been cut out, well played. Can he get it through? Cruyff wants to run onto this. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. Seedorf.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Bale. Nedved. Looking for options for movement. Makaleli. So a temporary halt to the action. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Arsenal have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Down to business again. Arsenal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Bale gets into a good position. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Nedved. Played towards the other side. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get on the end of this? Bale! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? It's a really well-measured ball. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Maldini clears without hesitation. He's a sharp little ball here. Defending was strong and firm. Well timed, excellent interception.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Great pressure, plenty of it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And this is Pelé! And this is Bale! And it's Cruyff. Bale! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 11.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Number 5. Gullit. Substitution.
And the shot! And he can thump it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Look at the Neymar! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Neymar really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
It's a searching pass. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
There will be a throw-in. Yamal. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Played out to the left flank. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Ball is over the line. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to pass it through. Into the last quarter of an hour. It's Bale! And that really should have been that.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion. Arsenal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Just eases him off the ball. Threads one in. Thuram calmly anticipates. No luck with that dink over the top. Roberto Carlos. And it's Del Piero. One 1-0 as we head towards the end. Yamal has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. And he's intervened well there. Neymar. Now it's Pele. That's a good ball out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, great leap! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 23, Alessandro Del Piero. Substitution for Arsenal, number 8.
So changes afoot here, and from
Number
both sides.
17,
Back to
Yamal.
parity, and there's
Number
barely
7,
any time left.
Johan Cruyff.
Credit where it's due. This is great
Number 9,
attitude. Now the only question is whether
Coming
there's
on the
enough in the
field,
tank to grab
number
another.
21, Ronaldinho.
think we might be
Number
done here, Peter. I don't
19,
see there being enough time for them to try
Number
again.
10, Messi. Number 18, Mbappe.
And here's
Substitution
Batistuta.
in progress.
Pinches
2
it off him.
minutes has been
Played out
indicated.
towards the right wing. Yamal's cross. And that has been cleared. Bullet. Messi. Not the most accurate pass. O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never out. Big chance! Oh, wow! That's crazy! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it?
Well, I don't want to be overly hot.
And that's it. Arsenal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.